Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and you know what? Happy birthday to me, first of all. Yeah, that's with all pleasantries and dignities out of the way, ladies and gentlemen. I welcome all of you back to Jimmy Frank, and welcome all of you guys back to Bandmaid. Oh my goodness, how I've missed this. Now, yes, it is true that it is tradition, certainly how it used to be, that I would grab my maid's outfit and my that I can't even remember what the anime was. It was from the Love Is War anime with the pink hair and everything, and that even has the black bow in it. Yeah, but I don't know if I've officially retired that moniker for now, but to be honest, it's a little bit of the past, and well, the past is certainly the past. But speaking of the past, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's been just short of 5 years since the last time I talked about Bandmaid. And you know what? 5 years has been quite a long time, ladies and gentlemen. So first of all, welcome back, I guess. And also welcome to Zen. Now, apparently from my understanding is that this is the opening to the anime... Zen-shu is, I suppose, like the full title. I have no idea. Let me just see if I can find out what this is. I think it's called Mappa, I think they're calling it. But let me see if I can find out... if I can actually find out anything. Japanese animation studios headquartered in Nakano, Tokyo. Founded in 2011 by... Oh, it was founded by Madhouse. Okay, so... What exactly? Chainsaw Man, Jujutsu Kaisen Zero... in this corner of the world. That actually sounds well, let me try Zen-shu instead. Let's see. We can. There is a series called animated series called Zen-shu. That makes sense. Which is, you know, what's quite interesting about this is that I actually do run a secondary channel in which we take a look at a lot of anime. Now, some of it is a little bit mixed, but I do plan on sort of like separating both from like 20th century anime to also a lot of modern stuff. And apparently Zen-shu is about, after graduating high school, Natsuko Hirose starts her career as an animator. What a surprise! It's, I can see what they were going for here. So she works as an animator. So I'm imagining she works from maybe Mappa and stuff like that. I want to see where else this goes. I don't really want to spoil anything else, but basically, that's an interesting idea, because I know there was like some other like slice of life anime about a team of like programmers and stuff like that. But maybe I'll get to talk about that. Who knows? But with that being said, we start, ladies and gentlemen. We return, I should say, to Zen. So let's go.
I am drawing your lights into the bright.
Oh, that's... Oh, wow. Yo. Wow, she hope. Yo, now that is a closing shot if I've ever seen one. You know what? Again, for those who may have forgotten, ladies and gentlemen, but because I trained at university I studied animation at university, ladies and gentlemen, and aside from the fact that the job very nearly killed me, and the fact that, well, aside from the fact that, like I said before, that they thought that in those 3 years were going to kill me, and to be honest, the impression I got was that nobody would have cared less if I was dead or not during that period. Wow, it didn't even occur to me beforehand that this is almost a perfect choice to center an anime around. Not only the toils, the struggles of not only getting your foot in the door, but making sure that they don't show you the door. So you have got to grind and bust your arse off like an absolute madman. But then you add into the count, ladies and gentlemen, that clearly, well, here's the thing. I talk about it as though, like, in the West, this is an issue. In the in East Asia or in Japan and stuff like that, it is, well, quite frankly, it comes down on you like an absolute shit of bricks. And this is when this sort of thing comes into its own, ladies and gentlemen, because honestly, I can't... this was, like, I waited 5 whole years. What did I miss in 5 years? Like, did Ninjinitsu, like, did they retire or something? Like, you know, the human chair, did those guys retire? Or whatever happened to, you know... Like, did Baby Metal end at last? Like, what happened in the meantime? Because I've missed out on way, way too much in all of this. And honestly, again, I keep telling you this, but I wondered, honestly, why did it take me this long to come back if I claim to love it this much? But, oh well, I suppose it sort of comes with the territory or stuff like that, but... I know. What do you guys think? Because honestly, give animators their due, ladies and gentlemen, because they grind and toil their butts off, and sometimes they legitimately get no respect whatsoever. Sometimes they don't even get their names credited, especially if I remember an infamous story, ladies and gentlemen, that somebody who worked on the game LA Noire in an Australian studio, I seem to remember. Sometimes studios will do whatever they can, and this is like from somebody who knows this shit. They will try and tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that you're going to be featured in the credits and you're going to be paid for doing overtime, including working on a Sunday. Some people have been lied to about all of those things. And I remember, I must have been about 20 years old when this happened, is that I straight up asked, when nobody else would, well, why don't any of these people, like the animators or the programmers or the designers or anything, why don't they ever actually form a union about this? And I was told immediately that they would never allow it. And then I asked, well, who were they? But apparently nobody seemed to know. But apparently they were omnipotent. But of course, this is also these sort of diabolical practices are the sorts of things that, again, would have to be answered by people who have a lot more experience in the industry than I do. I mean, I may claim to read loads of books, I may claim to understand the theories and the practices of how any of this works, but actually putting pen to paper is a little bit trickier than you might think. But then again, I'm not going to lie to you guys, over the last couple of days, I've had a little bit of an epiphany. Maybe I didn't need to go to university after all. I didn't need to go to university just to be told how shit I was, or how utterly pathetic I was in the thought that somebody like me could ever succeed in animation. You know what? I did not need to waste 3 years of my life and £27,000 in, student fees for people to tell me that. You know what? I would have just done it completely freelance and made something for the world to see, and knowing that I would reap the benefits 100%. Maybe that's what I'll do, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe I'll just do this completely by myself, so that, you know what, even if I go hungry, it will be from the knowledge that, you know what, at least I'm not spending it on corporations who will completely maximize and charge me to the absolute ground for the things they call food. And if I work hard, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sure Bandmaid understand this just as well, at least I'm working for myself, and you're not toiling for for somebody else's advantage. So let me tell you something right now, ladies and gentlemen, and I honestly hope to God that Bandmaid are watching this, because I want them to understand, because it was because of them is why I wanted to send this message, is that this video goes out to every single animator who is currently alive today. It goes out to all those who toil, who sweat, who cry, who bleed, because they want to bring art to life. They want to make their art move for the world to see. The world is waiting to see your art, ladies and gentlemen, even if people tell you they are not ready. They may not be ready, but you should be ready, ladies and gentlemen. You should be ready for the world to see your greatness, because I look forward to seeing your greatness blossom, shine, and completely take over the world. Take over the world, motherfuckers. 2025 has just begun, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm just getting the party started.